So this is my first live stream, kind of going over any questions, comments, concerns, any of y'all wonderful people who decided to watch this um, may have. So if you have any questions, type in right here, stream questions. Um, to kind of go ahead and start off, I do want to, do this kind of a plug, not plug, but hey, it's a special giveaway. We're doing giveaways. Right now is for Benzinga Pro. We have 50 YouTube subscribers giveaway, $20 cash, or however you want it. 100 Twitter followers, 25, however you want it. You have to follow me on Twitter though to be in there. And we got 50 Discord members. That's awesome. I'm glad that this community is growing. It can't grow without you guys. So, right, and in the contest rules, I posted a new giveaway video right here. So go watch this. I go over essentially right before the deadline of each, the day before the deadline, I will send a private message to each person that qualifies, and you can post your submissions right here in hashtag contest submissions. So anybody who qualifies and is actually in this live stream right now is going to be getting another number essentially into the number entry. So I'm doubling your submission for all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of y'all in here. So if y'all have already done this, you're good. If you haven't done it, go and do this. Watch that giveaway video that I posted. And then lastly, two more things. First, we are now affiliates with Benzinga Pro. So I want to copy this link and come down here and give it to y'all. Okay, wait, we can't see. Okay, cool, JJ. Everybody else have good video? Not having video issues? Okay, bet. Alright, so that is the affiliate link for Benzinga Pro, and I actually have a discount code. If you go to back to my videos, and in the description of this video, you'll have a discount code for 25% off. So that just helps us out a whole lot. This is the service that we use for all of our breaking news and what's helping us, break the news in real time to y'all, to people who may not be able to keep an eye on it. Welcome, Star-Lord. So lastly, I do want to go over this tab right here, the donations. This is the reason why I get to do these contests for y'all. This is the reason why we're able to boost our server, get some necessary bots that we need to overall make this be seamless. Honestly, everything that we have gotten so far is gone right back into the server. It's gone into any other promotional tools. We're actually going to be legitimizing Traders Anonymous here soon as a business, so we can continue growing our community and give more the more that we're able to bring to the table. So you can donate to either one of us. It all goes into a collective pool. We actually keep an off topic because not a lot of people want to be blasted on donations. Where is it? I think it's right. It's in one of our servers right here. It's a secret server for the mods, but we do keep a running tally of how much has been donated. So if y'all have any donations, just please let us know. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to be butthurt about it because we're all here to try to grow our account, not give money away. And that's probably why you jumped over here for a free Discord server. So we're going to keep it free, but donations are greatly accepted. So getting on right into it, I'm going to kind of do an overview of, actually, let me pull Discord down here a little bit. I'm going to do an overview of my current positions. I mean, I'm currently sitting negative $300, but I'm not going to worry about that because these are my swing trades. These are the top stocks that I was watching this morning. I caught the HTBX news, but I chased the spike, and I ended up losing $20. Cut my losses around here. That's how come you see me down right here. That's just shows you don't chase spikes, catch it, get it on the dips, because that would have been the ideal time. But another reason why you got to be prepared. I didn't look at any past that far back into past resistances, and if I wanted to chase that spike, I should have waited for it to break 104 up here. So that's my fault. Bad play. Don't just chase the news. Make sure you're able to do a quick analysis of the major resistance and support levels, intraday, intra-week, intra-year, for each stock. Now, to the one that I was proud of for noticing, but not proud of for not playing because I hesitated like a little baby. I got alerted about ENOB on Benzinga, and it was $4.57 a share. And then as soon as I looked at the article and alerted it into our Discord, it was already at $5. At $5 a share, I was like, man, this thing's a little bit overextended. Like, let's go back here. I mean, it has support and resistance. It has previous resistance right here in the 560s. So I didn't think I would make that big of a play on it. And plus, it was a $5 stock. So instead of dumping my money in there, I dumped it in Genia West whenever I should have taken a smaller position here. Stuck to my original plan. I just got overzealous. And then I played HTBX instead. So it was a HIV news, essentially. It's not legitimate. That's how come you see the price just going down as people realized it. But man, if y'all caught that alert, and if y'all knew about this company a little bit more beforehand, y'all saw the news and made your own decision to get in this play, unlike me where I hesitated, this went from 5 to almost 20 in what? That's 8:03. 30 minutes. 30 minutes you could have made almost four times your money. And that's why I trade pre-market. That's why I don't like Robinhood and those trash brokers. And so this was again alerted to me on Benzinga Pro. I left the link to the affiliate link here in the chat. Let's see. Thank you, Stud, for posting that code. Roban, yes, I am actually, you see this little recording button. I'm recording this, so I'll be posting it to YouTube, and all my YouTube videos automatically get sent to Discord. So you'll be able to have this in the future if you want, if you can't sit here and watch the whole thing. So next, let's kind of focus on DGLY. Actually, if everybody can do me a favor and just do a quick roll call for everybody that's in here, so we can have just like this right here, and then we can have I know who's going to be in here to get those extra points for the contest submissions. Okay, so DGLY. I almost chased this just because I saw the news of them rescinding an offering, just like this right here. The oh, my bad. The Benzinga Pro thing. Just nice, simple. We already got one person here. So yeah, just react to this, just so I see you all are in here. And if I miss you, like I said, this is recording, so I'll go back and check as well. Bet. Thank y'all so much. So anyways, going back to DGLY, and let's pull up Benzinga, actually. Right here, uh, right here they announced that they're withdrawing their offering. That kind of threw a little bit of red flags. I'm like, okay, so they did an offering um on Thursday. So why are they rescinding it? What's going on? And it's because of news on them over the weekend. They had had a big contract winner with a a police force essentially buying body cameras right here. Shares are trading higher after reported Kansas City Police Department has purchased $2.5 million in body cameras. So it's a police play. They rescinded their offering. So that kind of made me a little bit skeptical. So I didn't chase it. Like, this was, I don't know, on my watch list. I wanted to get in this play. And then right after they rescinded their offering, they dropped another offering at a higher price. So that, happens. They needed to make some money, and it was shady that they did it that quick too. But then right afterwards, they announced subscription program to enable law enforcement departments to purchase body cameras. Like, that's huge. Like, based off subscription, hey, instead of you're renting to own this equipment. So it's pretty interesting. Um, sound did. Is it keep messing up? Sound breaking up a bit? All right. Give me 1 second. Let me yeah, go ahead and take a quick like 2 second breather. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect, see if it works. Check. We sounding good? All right. All right. So picking up where I kind of left off, DGLY. I'm going to pull this down here so I can see y'all. Hey, thank you for adding me, Salki. All right. Cool. So DGLY, after that announcement, it decided to go ahead and start gapping back up after hitting this 240, 267 ish, 276. And you see, I already have green lines drawn on here. Looking at it as a former resistance level, and it bounced right off it, using it as support, and now it's just going. So to me, right now, if I had liquidity, this is showing that it is testing a breakout. It did break out and then it dipped. This would be a big buy indicator in my book. If I, like again said, had the liquidity. But yeah, this would be a good buy for me. Probably get it in and hold it throughout the rest of the day after the news comes up around lunchtime. Is Discord messing up on me here? I forgot to hit that record, but everybody that was in here got to watch DGLY break out in real time and see my level 2 thought process. It's hitting that 260 resistance, like I was saying. That 260 wall of sellers was right here. And they're just kind of slowly getting eaten away. Buyers are kind of pulling back a little bit, but it's going to perk. It's going to have its little perk ups. What I don't want to see is a down perk. Let's go back to today on the 5-minute chart. And WPG Star Lord, I'll look at that right after this. See, this is just breaking out real time. 263 is a key level that I wanted to break out over, and it's moving. It's close. They're eating away at it, but the sellers are coming in that got locked up in here. So JCP and Q just went over that. Mark is kind of just doing what I wanted to, just kind of consolidating around this 260-ish area, just showing that it does have a little bit of strength and momentum in it. This is going to be a longer play. Same with XBAW. It's going to be a little bit of a longer play too. I wish I could average down a little bit, but it looks like it's perking back up, trying to... never mind, I lied. That level 2 got a wall of buyers right here at 215. So it looks like 215 might hold for a little bit, and then it can hopefully push back up. Hopefully we just don't have people keep panic selling. But you know, hope isn't a strategy. What my strategy is going over my XBAW and breakdown, and then GNUS. Just like I went over my breakdown. I wanted to get in at 250, 550. I saw it hit this bounce right here. I was like, oh man, I need to buy. Went P real quick, came back, and it was already back at 630. And I chased that spike. So I got in right there. But I'm going to ride this just because they did announce a letter to the shareholders that they, not just to shareholders, essentially calling out massive short sellers. So that's how come we had that spike, and it's a PR that we wanted. So it's a PR that Mark should do, but Mark is not as shady as GNUS. So that's essentially all that I've got going on. I'm looking at right now. I'm going to open up the floor with questions, but I will start with Starlord WPG. Let me look at that real quick. I like to start with the chart analysis first. Yeah, it looks like a solid breakout over that 160 range over its morning high. I wouldn't chase the spike. I would try to get in on a dip. Let's look at the 1-month chart. 1-year chart. Oh yeah, that breakout over 160 was a great breakout. That's a good eye. WPG, that would probably be a good afternoon play once volume starts to pick back up around 1 o'clock. This definitely is on my radar now to be watching, just in case I can liquidate any of this today, which I highly doubt, but just in case. Good eye, good job. I like that. I'm going to give you a heart panda. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Does anybody want me to look at another ticker, give my feedback a little bit? I guess since nobody's really said anything, I can go and pull up why WPG is doing what it's doing. So Salki, I know that you asked me personally about some day trading questions. If anybody else has day trading questions, the tab right below the live stream is the Learn to Win tab. You can go here. There's a whole lot of ebooks to go over in there, so that's a pretty cool kind of resource that we have. Let's look at WPG and any of its news. Yeah, don't don't get scared away about Benzinga and this, being laggy. I have this, I have Twitter, I have Discord streaming and recording all at the same time with E-Trade. I'm running my computer to its limits. So WPG had a block trade. Don't care. Compass Point initiates coverage on Washington Prime Group with neutral rating. Announces target price of 1. Okay, that can give it a little bit of gas. So this guy's supposed to speak at a virtual investors conference. When is that? That was last week. So I mean, honestly, no. There's not really a whole lot of news on why this thing is moving. This is just a great breakout over morning spike highs and a key level of resistance level. Um, Man, just watching it run, I kind of feel salty. I'm not in on it right now. I mean, I'm bad at chasing spikes, but I do want to see a bounce versus a consolidation. I do want to see it hit a high before it comes back down. But going into the afternoon, we may see it consolidate a little bit and pick up before lunch, before noon. Uh, I'm watching at that $2 range is the nice round number that it could bounce off as a ceiling. Let's see. I mean, last time it did use $2 as $2 ish as support for like one day over here. But then $3 seems to be another key level. So I wouldn't be surprised if, especially in the market now, it's today, it's doing 14 million in volume. Um, I wouldn't be surprised seeing 3 tomorrow, by tomorrow, unless they drop an offering or some bad news comes through. Just because the momentum that it's using now, this is going to pop up on everybody's radar, and that's how you got to kind of trade the stock market, especially in swing trading. What's on people's radars? What are they looking at right now? What's the most Googled stock right now? You kind of look it up. GNUS is one of micro stocks, that is. GNUS is one of them that's highly, highly followed or Googled. So that's kind of my thought processes of why I go into a swing trade versus a day trade. This right here, WPG, is a 100% perfect day trade. I know a lot of us come from Sykes chat room, but I paid for a lot of his content, and his content is legit. But there becomes a certain point to where it's repetitive and it's good, but I get it, and I don't need to pay more for it. So that's just me. I love Sykes and I love his teachings to death, and I think honestly everybody needs to get penny stocking silver and watch at least 2,000 video lessons before they really understand what's going on, because I wouldn't have caught police plays until I watched one of his videos from 3 years ago. So this is one of his classic chart patterns that he does. Morning spikers, it comes down. Don't chase the spike because you'll get caught in here and panic sell just like all these people did. That would be a nice little bounce to get onto, as it was close to its pre-market highs. What is that? Below 150. So right about here is a good bounce level for it, that which it kind of tested. So it's going to dip, and that's the dip that I was looking for. Let's look at the 5-minute chart to see if the pattern is showing something more. Oh, look, I mean, it's still uptrending. 5 minute chart is uptrending. It had a small dip in the 1 minute chart. This is why you use level 2 to see what's going on. You have a wall of buyers at 180 or sellers that just is getting eaten away. They're kind of stacking up, but they're still getting eaten away fighting this 179. I have like a whole line of Spartans right here on 179. That's not coming up, and now they're coming up to meet the bid. If a bid comes up to meet the ask, then it's a green tick on level 1. If the ask comes down to meet the bid, it's a red tick. So you see people are just coming up, buying it up, trying to sell out. It's a tug of war, but I would see what 179 does if it does eventually crack. And if it does crack, I'll wait for maybe a bounce right back off of here at 170, but we just not too sure. So yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns? Do y'all want me to go over anything? I miss anything anybody knows that I kind of missed? All right. Okay, Star-Lord's typing something. NKLA. My thoughts is a $55 stock, and I don't play large caps. The chart looks good. The chart looks like a technical breakout. Yeah, it's kind of gone Nova here recently. If I'm not mistaken, that's the car news, right? The KLA competitors to Tesla. Okay, yeah, they'll be spiking up. Let's see, okay, yeah, they're spiking up on upcoming investors conference. If you're in it, I mean, awesome. Like if you got that 20% ramp up, freaking awesome. If they're so remember, hell yeah, Salkadin, good job. Just to remember, lock in your profits on the way up, and like just free shares. So, for example, if GNUS goes up to $9, if well, then I will 960. Then I will sell 50% of my shares because that will essentially cover my position that I've already made. So if I even lose my position back down to my entry, I'm still locking in some, half of my gains. So that's really cool. Good job, NKLA. It is a large cap, something that I don't feel comfortable playing. But if you're in it, I mean, yeah, ride it into the buy the hype, sell the news. That's the big thing to remember. TTOO. I remember this ticker. I think I've played this once or twice. Roban, we are working on that. That is the whole reason why we do ask for donations. It's just something to help us out because some of these bots aren't for free, especially the good ones. And it does take, Spaz's time. He's our tech guy. Time on the back end to actually, code up all these bots. So that's why we do ask for donations, and that's something that is on our list of things to do. We actually have that in our list up here in our little secret server for mods under growth. So sorry that is a little bit off topic, but it is a good question. And VTIQ, I want to put on that as well, so we can go through it. Yes, it definitely so much. I can't wait. Yeah, VTIQ was what switched over to Nicola because they yeah, if you use Discord on the web based, you can type in a search, and I think you can actually type in up here let me see, VTIQ. Yeah, okay. Here. We don't even need a bot. F that. Watch this. Go to stock alerts. Say you don't even have to really do anything. You just go up here to the search and say that you want to know what GNUS is doing. GNUS. And then boom. You have all of it. Web-based, it's basic Control F, find a ticker or a word that you're looking for. So, hey, thank you so much, Stud, for that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So on to TTOO, so I don't keep getting sidetracked. Ew. It's choppy on the 1 minute chart. That's how come I like to go to the 5 minute chart sometimes. It's choppy. Something I don't like to play. I think that's half the reason why I didn't play it. It if it can, it would have to break 134 and 139 for me to actually start to care about it, because look at that overall resistance level at 139, and then right after you have one up here at 147. So that's kind of what I think about TTOO. I do know that there are a lot of things that may be going on for it, so let me look here. Okay, so they're pumping up on a tweet. Wednesday. Oh man. Looks like they're trying to take care of their employees by giving them offerings in terms of benefits, and now they're pumping up their stocks. It's a biotech. Uh, if it breaks those levels, whenever I'm iffy on something like that, if it can break this high, 146 is what I want to see it break, because that's what it went on a run on last time. So if it can break that high, first break the pre-market high, then it'll be on my radar to watch. And if it breaks this high and can dip down a little bit, I will try to buy it in around there. But that's just my thought. Again, I always have to say I'm not a financial advisor, so don't follow my alerts. Just do your own research, but learn from why I kind of make the plays that I do. Why I'm not sitting here freaking out at a $300 loss at the moment, panic selling like a lot of people are doing, whenever I've actually done the due diligence on these companies to see what the stock might do, and done the due diligence to see how many other people think in a similar fashion. Because if the market is overall bullish, eventually the bears are going to get eaten up, and vice versa. So that's just kind of how I think of it. I trade on trader psychology, and I also trade on technical analysis and news. You just kind of have to play it all up as you learn, essentially. Let's look at DGLY, what it's doing. Man, what when were we talking about it, alerting it right here? I will probably consolidate a little bit going into noon, lunch hour. You'll want to see a nice little perk, a nice little good uptick on both the 1 minute and the 5 minute chart, and this thing will possibly blast through the evening. That's just my analysis. That's my thought process behind it. I could always be wrong. Um, if I was playing it and I got in on the first dip right here at 140, I would set the previous dip as I'd honestly want to see the first dip match the dip before the run up. So that's what I'll typically set my risk on. So if I was in it right now, 220 would be my risk level. All right. Anybody else have any questions? I'm going to hit my vape real quick. Is everybody submitted to the contest? That's another question. Because y'all are the only ones that are going to get in on this contest, the extra points, and I'll probably be doing this for all my live streams. So, oh damn! Looking at DGLY, this would be the point to where I would either say, is it going to set a double bottom here, or did it just set a double top and failed to actually break out fully above this level? If it drops below this, I could see a whole lot of panic sellers from spike chasers. Look at this. Okay, Salki, I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste that PM that you sent me, because that's fucking hype. And this is something that's not even from. He didn't even join the Discord server until here recently, and he asked me my thoughts on VTIQ that he was already in. So that's the message that he just sent me, and he's a new investor, dude. You're already up more than I've ever been up since I've been day trading. Like, that's fucking awesome. And that's how come. I mean, I'm not that amazing of a trader. I'm still learning, but I can tell y'all I'm a better teacher on how to do your due diligence, on how to actually do the research on these tickers. Yeah, I make stupid ass plays. LK was supposed to be a longer swing than I was supposed. I swung it, and I took a $250 loss. And if I sold it now, I would be at a $400 gain. Mark, one time burned me. Whenever I chased the spike, I broke my rules. I chased the spike into the earnings, and I said I was going to buy after the dip on the earnings, and it just tanked afterwards. Because that quarter's earnings were terrible, but this next earnings I can expect, increase in revenue. So yeah, I mean that's just something that you can see, like if you do your due diligence, because I know Salki, um you don't fuck around with research whenever it comes down to your money. And honestly, yeah, uh I would take half of your profits right here. Um, but that's just me. And JJ's right. Yeah, take profits before it starts to tank. Buy hype, sell news. So that's how come I would possibly take a small position through. GNUS, on the other hand, their cartoon channel comes out live on Monday. So I just expect nothing but, kind of the similar price action that's going to happen now. And then it's just going to take off on Monday. So I'll hold through that. Um, yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. I'm fucking proud of you, fam. Um, all right. Any other comments, concerns? Uh, let's see what we are all talking about here in general chat. Um, do do do. Y'all are missing out on a good stream and it's all right. Yeah. Unless there's anything else, I'm probably just going to go ahead and end the stream right here. If y'all have any other personal questions, hit me up at just at me on the general chat, or you can send me a DM. Um, I'm pretty much free. Remember to go to all the descriptions, check out Goose's page and stuff. Um, we probably will keep some of this stuff free until we get bigger, and then we're going to have to charge, just so we can be able to properly moderate it. So y'all are on the ground floor of getting into something awesome. But thank y'all so much, fam, for making this community great, and y'all have a good one. Peace.